Happy Friday.
I like that.
Oh, sorry.
I like your
I must be too excited about that.
So I know it's been an exciting few weeks, and we have a lot of new faces here at the home office. So welcome to all our new hires that's come on board with us this past month. I just want to cover just high level some of the results from our engagement survey. So back in June, we did take a survey, and we asked everybody a question: is City a great place to work? And what do you think the answer was?
Yes. Of course.
Yes, of course, right? Of course. So actually 92% of us from the field and the home office feel that City is a great place to work. We do have some opportunities, so what we're going to do over the next week is invite some area representatives to join the senior leadership in a focus group setting, and we'll take away some of the top opportunities and develop a action plan, and then we'll roll the action plan out the week of 10/21. And then at the end of December, we'll take another survey to see how we are on those opportunities and if we've improved or not. All right. So the Q3 quarterly check-in, I'm sure a lot of you saw an announcement from Paycor asking if your quarterly check-in happened. So every quarter we've been doing performance check-ins, and so if you haven't had that done, we're going to be starting Q4, and we'll encourage everybody to get through that. I understand there's a lot of new leadership, and I do owe you training for that, so be patient, and I'll get that scheduled over the next week or two. And then I'm going to be doing a city sweater order, so we'll put together a couple different samples of a black sweater with a city logo embroidered on it, and once I have the order and some of the samples in stock here, I will push that order form out and be able to purchase them through a payroll deduction. And let's see what else we got going on. So we actually have a lot of announcements. I'm going to switch here. So we always like to see 100% participation. We're wrapping up the donation drive for the Florida schools. So if you weren't able to bring in anything and contribute with drop-off items, you can actually do a Cash App to Jamie in HR, and she is going to go this weekend and purchase a lot of supplies that'll go to those students that need a little extra help getting ready for school. And let's see, we also have Customer Appreciation Week, so that starts Monday. Every day will be a themed event, so you probably saw the announcement come out. I think Monday is Magical Monday. All right. And then Halloween events will start on 10/14. So there'll be like a little sneaky peek of what's to come with that. I have a Halloween fan in the back there. Okay. And then also the month of October is Breast Cancer Awareness. So we'll be doing a pink themed day. Some more information on that day will come. If it hasn't already, I think I might have saw that flyer come out already. And then we also have our health fair. So last year we did a health fair. We had a lot of vendors come out, and you had an opportunity to kind of break away and visit the different vendor sites. There was a survey that we pushed out for asking if you wanted to get a flu shot and a free chair massage during the health fit time. So hopefully you answered yes to the chair massage. I don't know who would turn that down. But we'll have those available on site on the 23rd. And then, obviously, with everything going on in October, we did push out the Diversity Day potluck to happen in November. So more will come with that next month. Has anybody here noticed the new communication board on the TV? Out on the floor? No? Yes? One yes? Okay. All right. So if anytime you're questioning, emails that might have came out about the events, we do have a board on the TV that's dedicated to that, so you can watch those flyers as they come open on there. And then, of course, if you're ever interested in joining the engagement committee, you love to plan events and be a part of all the fun activities, please partner with your team lead, your supervisor, and then they will cascade that information up to HR for you. All right, well, that's all I have so far. All right, any questions? All right, Dennis?
Hey everyone.
Hi.
Right, yeah, cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is going to give you a quick operational update of how things have gone over the past month. So the Northeast, we've obviously just gone live, and really pleased to be able to announce that, like, operationally, things have gone really, really well. So we've met all of our financial goals, we've met all of our KPI goals, which is fantastic. The feedback we're getting from the customer has been really, really good as well. So you should all be really proud of your efforts to be part of a successful team, part of a successful go live launch, and it's all because of you guys. So thank you very much for that. As what always seems to happen in the Southeast, they've hit all of their metrics as well, financial, and everything's going really well there. So there's no bad news to report in any of those areas. And like I said, you guys are all a part of that, so thanks once again. Now, last week we were in Bentonville, and we have a monthly meeting where we run through for a few hours every part of our business, whether it be help desk or operations or finance, HR, whatever it might be. And it was really pleasing to be able to pass on all of this fantastic news and just how well we've gone. And they were really pleased, and also pass on their thanks to everyone because it's just gone so well. And there's other parts of America which have gone live as well with exactly the same service that we provide, and we've done better than everyone else. So that's what's important. So that's really cool. Now, no, you would have seen the announcements, and there's been quite a few new people that have started with the business. I don't know if any of them are in the room. We got them to stand up last time if you're new, just so people know who you are, and then you can say hi and no.
Yeah.
Is there anybody? No?
Yeah, people
Yeah, we
last
have.
month.
There we
Yeah.
go.
There's
So
more than
yeah,
that.
welcome, welcome. So I'm sure you'll love it here. I do. Okay. So also just some other news sort of outside of City America is we've now been live for a couple of weeks in Hong Kong. I don't know if you're aware of that we've gone live in Hong Kong. So there's Dairy Farm is a massive, massive retailer in Asia, and there's banners such as Welcome and Mannings and IKEA and 7-Eleven, and that's gone really well from all the reports that I've heard. So I just thought I'd pass that on, and you probably already know, because now I understand you guys made a video, that Australia was 10 years old, and that's where I've obviously come from. So, yeah, so you got to get around the Aussies, right? So that's so there's some other things. Now, my last announcement is not a company announcement; it's a personal announcement. I just wanted to thank everyone for. I'm just like overwhelmed by how well I've been received. It's difficult to come into another country, into a state where you literally know nobody, and to get such a great vibe, and for people to go out of their way to say g'day, and everything has just been, it's been awesome. And like, whilst I really enjoy my job, like, it's those interactions that I have with people that really make it even more fun and more enjoyable, and it sort of sticks with you. So like, I encourage everyone that I haven't met yet to come up. My office is the one with 3 doors at the moment.
Open door policy.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, come in, and yeah, happy to be your friend and have a chat, and to get to meet you guys, because I'm really enjoying that part of my role, and you guys have been so nice. So from me, thank you to everyone. That's it. From me.
All right, so as I alluded to, we do have a lot of new faces here, so I just want to go back over a little bit of the home office etiquette, some guidelines that we should all be following. So I'll go through them, and then we'll be preparing an email that will go out with more detail on these topics. But obviously your safety is of the utmost importance. So we want to make sure that you are always badging in to get into the building. You're not leaving doors propped open and having people piggyback in behind you to keep everybody safe. We do have designated smoking spots that are on the back side of each end of the building. And I know we had a few near misses last year, or this past year, with paper being put into the receptacles. And then, some of the butts and cigarette butts getting thrown into the shrubs and bushes. So just be mindful to put those always in the receptacle and paper in the trash. So workstations, we obviously want to represent City in the best image possible. So we do ask that your workstations are minimal as far as clutter, and you put things away at the end of the day. As far as like sweaters and bags, you should always keep those in your desk drawer or in a locker. So I have some of those available if you want one. And then, let's see here. And then for safety reasons, I know the weather is getting a little bit colder. Space heaters are not approved here for the home office. And then all food, meals, snacks, treats, all of those things should be eaten in the break room and not out on the floor. And also beverages, we always want to make sure you have a lid just to minimize the spill rate that will happen when that's knocked over. And then I'm sure everybody's seen the new break room. What do you think of it?
Nice.
Good?
Nice.
Yeah. More room, more spread out.
Mine actually finds
Yeah, so as a reminder, out of respect to our coworkers, we always want to make sure that we clean up after ourselves. If we're done with our meal, wipe down the table, remove any crumbs or any spills that's happened on the floor. Sometimes the housekeeping can't keep up with the demand, so we do ask if the trash cans are overflowing, you take that opportunity to bag it up and take it to the back for us. And then the coffee and tea machines, there are supplies to replenish those in the drawers beneath the machines. We do ask though for the cocoa and the creamer that you partner with BSU to get that changed out. And then lastly, we have recycle bins. So we have some new recycle bins throughout the facility, so take advantage of those so it can be 100% green.
I just want to add something to all of that, is that I don't want anyone to see this as a list of rules that are being imposed on people, right? This is, like, this place isn't, Trump Plaza or anything like that, but it's our home, right? It's where we work. So let's respect where we work, but more importantly, let's do it because we respect each other.
Amen.
So that's why we look after the place.
Amen.
Okay? So let's respect each other, get along, share the love. All right,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, treat it like you would your own place. So
Or don't.
hopefully we understood the right thing. All right, let me pull out my Aussie moment. So who sees it first? Who sees it first? All right. I don't know if that was Aussie first, but
Can't do it like Aussie.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're doing questions?
Yes. So that's all Dennis and I have for now. What kind of questions do you have for us? What kind of easy questions do you have? Questions that we know the answers
Yes,
to.
multiple choice are always good, so
Yes.
you got to do those questions.
All right, Jamie's got one for us.
Not a question, but I wanted to say that for next week being customer service week, we did get it approved for everybody to have a snack or a treat that the leadership team will provide to you to be able to eat it at your desk for next week only. So knowing that this is an event for all of you guys that are in this room to reward you for a hard job done, you can't get off the phone sometimes. We really want you to enjoy it. So after next week, we definitely go back to not eating on the floor. So just wanted to let you guys know that that's something a little bit out of the normal. So we just need to be cautious and careful, make sure we keep everything nice and neat. And have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Will the snack be kosher?
There will be snacks, that's the guarantee.
I got you, homie.
What other questions do you guys have? I'm sure you're probably thinking of some things, so this is really your chance. If there's no questions.
The other group
you have to
put
go
us
back
under
to
the
work.
pump. There we go.
So the techs get to join us in the costume fund, right?
Yeah.
We need to keep them on the floor.
Yes.
We'll be able to dress up for Halloween.
Yes, there'll be more information coming out about the different events that lead up to Halloween and then the actual day.
So we're going to kick that off the week after customer service ends. So the very next day on Monday, you guys will have your announcement about pod decor and fun things that we're going to do to help observe the Halloween season.
Right, did you have a question?
Any chance we're getting a foosball in the break room?
I'd like that.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
I was on board.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get it up.
We're gonna get some more space, but future plans maybe.
Let's
Write
do
that
it.
one
I
down.
saw it.
Or a whole game room.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
that
home
too.
game room, definitely, yep.
I have a question for you. What, and it's totally not related to this, but it's totally related to your cultural change from being
Right.
over there to
Yeah,
being
yeah,
over
you'd want to know
here.
the difference between the two and how it, right?
How have you noticed that there's a huge difference between the cultural changes between the two places and?
Right. So there's a really good vibe in the Australian office as well. A really good vibe where everyone gets along quite well. Probably one of the big differences is that we're in a multi-level building and we're spread across 3 or 4 floors. So you usually kind of interact really well with the people, but not as much. So here, where we're all on the floor together and you see the same people every day, all the time, it's kind of a pretty cool vibe going here where everyone's really happy. From a business perspective, like operationally how we operate is pretty much the same. We follow the same guidelines. The help desk here is a little more, I'll say, involved. There's a lot more follow-up. There's a lot more, the way the system's designed is there's kind of like more rules and more calls need to be made and things like that. But look, essentially they're kind of only minor differences, and I think if you went to Australia and you would find it easy to adapt. It's not a huge difference in the way we operate. Like I've been able to come here and I kind of understand the processes and they're not a great deal different. So from a process and the way we operate, it's similar, and it's got this pretty cool vibe going on where, we all support each other and we all sort of live that one team thing. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
an option to go to Australia?
It's always an option to go to Australia. It's not that expensive. You can always. I don't know. I don't know is a short answer. I know in Australia that, and I'm probably going to get HR in a bit of trouble over this, is that they actually handed out forms to everyone and said, "Would you like to work somewhere else other than Australia?" And people could write down what countries they wanted to live in, because there is so much growth and expansion. There's opportunities everywhere. So they just wanted to get an idea of where people's heads were at. So I don't know if they're going to do that again as a year.
It's actually part of our quarterly check-in.
It's part of the quarterly check-in.
Yes. There's a development plan tab that actually asks you that question. So once we all get on board with that, then we'll have a good idea of where everybody wants to be.
Thank you for your question. Thanks for your question. Any more?
Yes, Dan.
I just wanted to know, as we grow, as we're getting more people on board,
Yeah.
are there any opportunities or advancements in on the insurance side of it, of possibly going in and seeing if there's a way to improve the insurance that we currently have as far as cost, as the high cost of it, to bring that down?
Okay, so I'm not the right person to ask about insurance. Who
Are
in
you
the
talking
room
about
is an
benefits?
insurance expert?
Benefits, yeah.
It's Jamie, actually.
So to answer your question, our prices are directly based off of our use. So however we use our insurance, if we choose to be good stewards of the company's money, if you will, or of your insurance plan. For example, if you have a cut or a laceration on your finger, instead of going straight to the emergency room, if it's not life-threatening and it can be handled at an urgent care center, they provide stitches there. Might be a very much lower bill for you. You'd be seen quicker, and you would avoid paying the out-of-pocket expense and the fees that a hospital would charge, not just you, but also the insurance plan. So the less costs that the insurance plan has allows us to all have a better rate when it comes time for open enrollment. And then also the really cool thing is that as we grow, we get charged based on the size of our company, which is only getting bigger. So in the insurance world, you guys know that insurance continues to go up. It always does. The more healthcare reform and legislation that happens, it's a tougher thing to manage. So the costs are ever rising, and City does compare cost every single year and look at any opportunity that we can to keep the costs low. And then you guys will notice that we do the Wellness Wednesday campaign to help you know the best of your benefits and how to use them, how to get the best out of what we offer you. And the reason for that is to help you be good stewards of the company's budget to keep those costs driven down low as well.
Lucky that question didn't come up at the 10 a.m. session. no one would have been able to answer it.
Right.
How many stores are we servicing now in this office? Northeast and
Well, so
south?
just Walmart alone?
Yes.
974?
Wow.
974 shops, yeah. Yeah,
That's
that- yeah, yeah.
We're all doing great.
You're doing
You guys are
fantastic.
doing
Make no
wonderful.
mistake. Because like we've got all these experienced operators and we've put a whole heap of new people in it and you guys have gelled really well. It's been an awesome effort to hear about how the experienced people have helped the new people, and it's been awesome to hear about how the new people have picked things up so quickly, which has allowed us to get in this position where we can support the guys out in the field. So it's been pretty cool. Good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is a quick one for Christy. If you don't wear a uniform tomorrow, or next week, I'm sorry, next week. If you don't wear a uniform next week, can you, or a costume, or should I say a costume? Can you wear a uniform in jeans? That combination?
A uniform and jeans?
Yeah, like your uniform
Jeans
shirt
or
and
shirt.
jeans, like your city
So is
shirt.
it either
Isn't that your-
costume or uniform?
So the costume,
That's when it goes,
the
let's go casual
costume,
dress.
you can wear the costume and not a city shirt, but another shirt, obviously. But,
But if you don't have a costume, can you wear your city shirt and jeans?
He's asking if you.
oh, I gotcha, the jeans
So-
piece, I'm missing that.
It's either our standard uniform attire for the Monday through Thursday, we all know what that standard uniform attire is, or you choose to opt in to the dress up, which will be the costume. Okay,
So no jeans unless you're in costume.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm like, okay, break it down.
And I have another reminder for you guys. Today is the very last day for the donations for the full service schools. I am accepting PayPal and cash donations and Cash App. I have $116 so far from those members in the home office that didn't go get their own stuff and bring it in. So I'm shopping over the weekend for all of you guys, and if you want to make a donation that's at least $10, I'll give you a dress down pass.
That's a good deal. Can you pull it out of our pay or not?
No, I can't.
Right. If we, I know it's increments of 10, if we do multiple increments of 10, or we only get one pass and that's it? Okay.
It's like $30, hey, that's pretty fast.
Nice
I
try.
like where you're going.
Nice try. All right, in the back.
Oh, just so, like payments, is it, do you also accept them not in Zelle or just?
I don't personally have those payment methods, so I can't get the money back for them myself. So I'm just trying to be extra helpful. I might have that. I don't think I have it enabled. But right now I have Cash App and PayPal.
You can get $5 every time you, like, send an offer to Cash App, like accept it.
Let me give all of you guys the offer to Cash App.
You get $5 if they download it. Straight to your bank account. Right. I get one automatically.
You guys have anything else for us? Any other questions? Anything on your mind? Zach is good in the back. Thumbs up.
You're all good.
All right. Well, appreciate everybody and hope everybody has a safe weekend. All right.